We will do all these operations with the help of operation like insert the information, delete the information, update the previous information, as well as to retrieve the information. This can be done with the help of HTML forms. Now, what is by HTML form? Form is a one HTML tag. HTML forms are used to collect the different kind of a user's input. Means HTML forms are used to collect a different type of information from the users. A form is the one area that contain the form elements. Form elements are elements that allow the users to enter the information within the form. Means these HTML forms are used to collect or to gather the different information from the users. HTML forms are having the some HTML form elements, and these form elements are allowed the users to enter the different types of information through the form, like the text field, like the text area field, like the drop down list, like the radio buttons, checkboxes, and so on. Means if you want to access this first name, last name, at that time we will use the text field. If you want to access this some comments or some paragraph, at that time we will use the text area field. If you want to access the, if you want to gather the division as well as department from users, at that time we can use the drop down menu bar, select your department like computer science and engineering, information technology, mechanical engineering, electronic engineering, electronic and telecommunication engineering, biotechnology, civil, environment, like this one. Radio buttons, suppose that if you want to use this to access the single word question like please select your gender, now users will select the one gender like male or female. At that time you are offering the radio buttons. Check boxes is also there. If you are if you are going to accept the multiples option from the users, have you first class in SSC, HSC, degree, diploma, post graduation, at that time we will offer the check boxes and so on. There are so many HTML form elements are available to gather the different information from the users. How to declare the form in the HTML? There is a one basic tag is available within the HTML. Name of this tag is the form, open form and close form tag, and we will add this some tags within inside this form tag. Okay, HTML forms. Forms are the primary methods for gathering the data from the site visitors. Means if you want to gather the any type of information from the users, then form is the primary method for gathering the data. And we can create the form block by using the one tag. Name of this tag is the form. For example, here we have created the one form. From form we are given the name for this one is the form, and as well as we have defined here the method. Method is equal to post or get, and we have also defined their action. Action is the, we have given this some script dot php, whatever we want. Okay, we will see all these method, what is the use of a method and what is the action attributes in the next slides. Okay, the method attributes tells how the form data should be sent via the get or post method. Means we have used the one attribute in the form tag. Name of this attribute is the method, and this method specify this method attribute tells the users or tells to the your browsers how to send the data through the get or post request to the server. The method attributes tell how the form data should be sent via the get or a post request. And there is another one attribute within the form tag is the action. What is the action attribute? Action attribute tells where the form data should be sent, where to send this data, on which server or on which URL I will send this form data. This method is tell to us how to send this by using the get method or by using the post request. An action attribute tells where to send data, and a method tells how to send this data. Okay, there are two most important attributes are present within the form tag. Which are the two attributes? First one is the method and second one is the action. Method is the method attribute tells how the form data should be sent via the get or a post request, and the action attribute tells where the form data should be sent or where to on which to which URL data to be sent. Okay, the input tag and attributes. The most used form tag is the input tag. The most used form tag is the input tag. There are so many tags are available within the form tag, but most used tag is the input tag. The type of input specified with the type attributes means in the input tag there is a one attribute available called as a type attribute, and this type attribute specifying the which types of inputs we are going to accept from a users. The type of input is specified by the type attribute. The following types are the commonly used input types. The following types are the commonly used input types. Which are the types? First one is the text field, checkbox, radio button, drop down list, text area, button, and field set. Means we are accepting the different types. Which are the type? First one, the text field, means if you want to accept the one paragraph or one comment, at that time we will specify the input type is the text box. If we are offering if we are just going to offer the select your class or select your have you first class in SSA, HSA, at that time we will use the check boxes. Radio buttons, if we are going to accept the gender of users, at that time we will use the input type is the radio. A drop down list, if we are going to select and department, means you are offering this select your department like first year, second year, third year, your department is that the information technology, computer science engineering, mechanical engineering, production engineering, as well as civil, environment, biotech, like this one. Text area, if you are going to accept the comment from users, at that time we will just accept this through the text area. Button is just performing some actions, submit or reset or cancel button. Field set, like this one. Means there are following types of following types are the commonly used input types. Means we will use the mostly used tag is the input type, and input tag is having the one attribute. Name of this attribute is the type attributes, and type attributes are having the following values: text field, checkbox, radio button, drop down list, text area, button, field set. Now how to create this simple form, I will show you. You can see here text field. First one is the text field. The text field are used when you want the users to type the letters, numbers, and so on within your form. If you want to accept this some information from users, like to accept the first name, if you want the users to be enter the last name, at that time we will use the input type. Okay, you can see here. Now you can see here we have created the one form. Please look it into the HTML code. HTML, and inside the body we have created the one tag. Name of this tag is the form, and inside this form we have given the first name, and input type is equal to text. So this first name is displayed here, and input type is equal to text. Then it will create the one text box here. You can see here, and please give the name for every field. This will be required in the future. So give the because there are two text field are available. Okay, now you can see here we are, if you are going to accept the last name, and we are also giving here the input type is equal to text. There are two text boxes are available, which is the first name and which is last name. How we will differentiate? By using the name which is given to this tag. Input type is equal to text, and this box is for a name, first name. Input type is equal to text, and this text box for a last name. Means we can distinguish the different text boxes by using the name. Okay, now I will show you how to create the simple form. Okay, we have created here the one and heading for this one is the student registration form. Then after that we will add the form tag. Okay, and within this form tag we will first display the first name. Okay, and after that we will add the one tag. Name of this tag is the input tag is having the one attribute. Name of this attribute is the type मध्ये आपल्याला text box file आहे. So I have defined here the input type is equal to text. The name for this is the first name, FIRC first underscore name. Okay, now I will run this one. Now you can see here where is our HTML, sorry, open elective demo, where is our HTML form, sorry. Sorry, HTML.html झालेलं आहे, sorry. Now you can see here student registration form, first name, and it is created the one text box. Okay, आता इथे first name display झाला तर text box झाला. आता next one we will write here the last name. The last name will be displayed there. Then we will create the input type is equal to text. Input type is equal to text. And name काय देणार आपण त्याला last name, because it will create the two text boxes. So we will differentiate between which is for a last name, which is for a first name, and which is for a last name. Now you can see here. आता काय झाले, हे दोन्ही एका लाईन मध्ये आलेत. So we'll use the here which tag, break tag, BR. This will break the current line and will go to the next line. You can see here. Means we have created here the form. Inside this form we are given the some text to be appeared, like the text to be displayed. First name, this text will be displayed. Then we have created here the one HTML tag, input type is equal to text. Okay, we have added here the one tag. Name of this tag is the input, and attribute for this one is the type is equal to text, and name is equal to first underscore name. Then we have added the second one. We have added the text to be displayed to as a last name. Then we have added the one text box. Input type is equal to text, and name is the last name. Okay. All of you understood this one? How to create the simple form? Hello. 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 Please. Yes, hello. Vaishnavi Lohar, Siddharth, Roman, Samruddhi Doshi, Shrendra Patil, Utkarsh Patil, Moran Keith. Okay, thank you. Now we'll go ahead. Okay. Now we can also accept the mobile number. I will just show you. Input type is equal to, suppose that if we are given the input type is equal to, I will add here BR. I will add here BR. Okay. We can also add the mobile number. Mobile number, and input type is equal to number. Input type is equal to number. Okay. आता इथे मी text देतो. You will see what will happen here. Text, and I will give them mob no. Mob no. Now you can see here what will happen here. The mobile number delay, I can enter here text as well. Okay, I can enter the text, but I don't want to enter the text. I want to enter only numbers. At that time I will specify input type is number. Then you can see what will happen there. Yep, I have given the, you can see here what is mobile number, input type is equal to number. Then it allows the users to enter only numbers. Users can't enter the text. Now I will show you. You can see here. Suppose that users wants to enter the some text. I am entering the some characters on a characters through keyboard, but it will not accept anything. But if I am entering the number, it will be acceptable. Okay. Same thing for email. I will give the email. Then I will add here input type is equal to email and name is equal to user ID, user email ID. Okay, user email ID. Now you can see here what will happen. Okay, I will enter the emails. Means you can define the, here you can see text field are used of when users, when you want the users to enter the some letters or numbers and so on, users can enter the email. If you have defined the number, users are allowed to enter only email. If you have defined the input type is equal to email, if you have defined the input type is equal to password, then users will enter only password. Okay, if we are given the input type is equal to password, then you can see what will happen. Input type is equal to password. And I will the name as a pass. You can see what will happen there. If you are entering this some suppose that I enter the first name, last name, mobile number is 123456789 and then I enter the mobile number is ajit@gmail.com and if I enter the password, then all these are masked by the dot or a star. Okay, if you are entering this some data within the password field, then you can see what will happen here. The password is invisible, it is not visible to anyone. All this text is entered within the password field. What will password text box field, what will happen, all these text are masked by the star or masked by the dot. Okay, now we can create the next one. If you want to create the checkbox, okay, if you want to create the checkbox, this example demonstrate how to create the checkbox on a HTML page like one shown in figure. If you have created the checkbox, what will happen, users can select or deselect the checkbox. Users are allowed to select the multiple options. Suppose that here the one HTML form is created, I have a bike and input type is equal to checkbox and name is given is a vehicle and you please provide the value there for a vehicle is bike. This will be useful for you. What will happen, I will show you. Okay, now I will show you methods also. आतापासून असं जरा बघत जाऊया म्हणजे लक्षात येईल मेथड्स काय असतात. Okay, method, I will define here method. Method is equal to get. I have given the method is get, then you can see what will happen here. And I have added the input type is submit. Input type हम submit add करते. Then you can see what will happen there. Okay, I added the first name, last name, then mobile number. Then I added the email here. And I have added the password. If I click on the submit, then you can see what will happen here after the get method. All data is displayed here. You can see here all data is appended on the URL bar. आता ते काय होते तर हा डेटा URL बार मध्ये अपेंड झालाय ते कसं होते बघा. फर्स्ट नेमचा आपण नेम काय दिलाय चेक करा. यू कॅन सी हियर व्हॉट इज द नेम इज गिवन देअर फर्स्ट अंडरस्कोर नेम. लास्ट नेम्स काय दिलाय लास्ट अंडरस्कोर नेम. मोबाईलचा नेम काय दिलाय आपण MOBNO. Now you can see here all this data is appended here. I will show you. हे डेटा मी कॉपी करून घेतोय फक्त कंट्रोल सी. हा मी डेटा कॉपी करून घेतलाय तिथे दिसत नाही प्रॉपर्ली म्हणून. नाउ यू कॅन सी. सॉरी, इज दिस विजिबल टू यू? हे URL बार विजिबल आहे का प्रत्येकाला? हॅलो, प्लीज सी हियर. हॅलो, URL bar, is URL bar visible to you? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, now you can see here. Okay, within the URL bar, please check here. There is a first underscore name is equal to Ajit ampersand last underscore name is equal to Patil. आता last underscore name कुठून घेतलाय? This is taken from our HTML file. We are given the input type is equal to text and name is equal to first underscore name. Input type is equal to text and name underscore is equal to last name. Input type is equal to number and name is equal to mob number. Okay, you can say mob number is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Then user email ID is equal to ajit@gmail.com and password pass घेतलाय. So it will assign the data pass is equal to ashcdy like this one. Means whatever data is entered within this form, what will happen after the clicking on it will send via the get method. Get method use केलं तर काय होणार आहे? All the data is appended at the end of our URL with the name is equal to value pair. नेम आपलं कुठलं घेतलंय? HTML फॉर्म मधला नेम घेतोय. व्हॅल्यू जी काय आपण एंटर केले ते असाइन त्याला होणार आहे. If we are using the get method, then you can see what will happen there. Suppose that if we are using the post method instead of the get method, then you can see what will happen here. Okay, sorry, I have written this. Okay, you can see here there is nothing is present within the URL bar. Now I will enter the first name as Ajit, last name as Patil, mobile number is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0, email ID is ajit@, password is 1 2 3 4 5 6, and if I click on the submit button, then you can see it will not change within the URL bar. कारण काय होते पोस्ट मधनं जेव्हा डेटा सेंड करतोय त्याला काय होतोय इट विल सेंड द डेटा थ्रू द इनक्रिप्टेड मेसेज. ज्यावेळी तो डेटा कशातून जाणार आहे आपला इनक्रिप्टेड मेसेज थ्रू डेटा जाणार आहे. इफ यू आर युजिंग दी पोस्ट मेथड आणि ज्यावेळी गेट मेथड यूज करणार आहे त्यावेळी काय होणार आहे इट विल अपेंड दी डेटा ऑन दी URL bar. This is difference between get method and post method. Means if you are using the get method at that time they will send the data through the URL, and if you are using the get method at that time it will send the data through the encrypted message. This message will not be visible to anyone, but if you are using the get method all this data is visible to the anyone because it is appended at the end of a URL with a name equal to value here like this one. Okay, all of you getting the difference between these two? Hello, all of you understood the difference between get method and post method? What will happen if you are using the get method and if you are using the post method? Okay, now we will go to the next one. Now we'll see how to create the checkbox. Okay, just wait. Checkbox. This example demonstrates how to create a checkbox on a HTML page like the one shown in the figure. Users can select or deselect the checkboxes, allow the users to select the multiple options. Here we have created here the one form action. I have a bike and input type is equal to checkbox and I have given the name is vehicle, but you can see there value is given is the bike because users not entering the some information, they are just selecting. At that time we will know how we will know that what is the value, so that here the manual value is provided. आता मागाशी अजित टाइप केला मी पाटील टाइप करत होतो, मोबाईल नंबर टाइप करतो, but if users is selecting the I have bike, I have a car and I have airplane, then how we will know that what is the value of a first checkbox, what is the value of a second checkbox, what is the value of a third box? So it is required to provide this value manually. So we are given the input type is equal to checkbox, name is vehicle and value is bike. Then second one, I have a car, then input type is checkbox, name is equal to vehicle, value is car. Then third one, I have a airplane, input type is equal to checkbox, name is vehicle and value is airplane. Now we'll see create this one also. Okay, now we will create the checkbox. First we need to add the form tag. After form tag, I will add here the okay, I have just I will see what you have done there. I have car. And then we will add here the input type is equal to check box. Then we need to provide the name. V1 is vehicle and vehicle 1, and value is equal to car. Then I have bike. Then we'll add here the input type is equal to checkbox, name is equal to vehicle, and value is equal to bike. Okay, I have airplane. Input type is equal to checkbox, name is equal to vehicle, and value is equal to plane. Okay, value is equal to plane. Okay. We will also add here action. Action is equal to get method. I will just add it here get method, so it will be beneficial for us. Input type is equal to submit. Now you can see here we have created the one HTML form action is equal to get. I have car. Input type is equal to checkbox, name is equal to vehicle, and value is equal to car. Then I have added the second one. I have bike. Input type is equal to checkbox, name is equal to vehicle, and value is bike. Then third one, I have an airplane. Input type is equal to checkbox, name is vehicle, and value is plane. Then we added here the next one. Input type is equal to submit. Okay, now we will see. Okay, if I have click here for a car, then you can see with the what will be out what is the data within the URL bar. Here the HTML form.html, nothing is there. If I click on a a car and I'll click for a checkbox of a bike and click on submit button. Then you can see here vehicle is equal to car and vehicle is equal to bike. Okay. Then if I click on a airplane, then you can see here what will happen. Vehicle is equal to car, vehicle is equal to bike, and vehicle is equal to plane. If I selected only single option, then you can see here what will happen there. Vehicle is equal to car. Okay. Vehicle is equal to car. If I check if I checked all the check boxes, that is I have car, I have bike, and I have airplane. And if I click on submit button, then you can see here vehicle is equal to car, vehicle is equal to bike, and vehicle is equal to plane. All these are selected. Okay. So these values are required. That's why you have provided the static value within this HTML form. You can see here the input type is equal to checkbox, name is equal to vehicle, and value is equal to car. Okay. Because we are not entering any data. But at the time of input type is equal to checkbox, they allow the users to entering the data. That's why we are accepting the value through the users. But here we are giving the only option for a users to select only checkbox. Means users can select any one of the checkbox. Then we are accepting this particular data. At that time, it is required to provide a one value for this checkbox. पहिल्या checkbox साठी कार देतोय, second checkbox ची काय आहे कसं करणार आपल्याला? How we will know that? If you are not providing any value, you can see here what will happen. If you are not providing any value, आता value ला काहीच मी प्रोव्हाइड करत नाही. नंतर चेक करा, कारण ह्या व्हॅल्यू का देतोय हे पण तुमच्या लक्षात आल्या पाहिजेत. आता suppose I have not given any value for this one, then I click on it. Okay, I have checked all boxes. I have not given any value for a car, bike, and airplane. And I have click for a car. I click will bike, and I will click for a airplane. And if I click on the submit button, then what will happen? You can see here vehicle is equal to on, vehicle is equal to on, and vehicle is equal to on. Then how we will know that what users has been selected? He has selected car, or he has selected bike, or he has selected airplane. How we will know that? This can be done with the help of a value attribute. There is one value attribute which is present within the input tag. There is one value attribute is present within the input attributes, and for this value attributes we have provided the static value like car, bike, and airplane. Okay. Now you can see here. Now what will happen? Vehicle is equal to car, vehicle is equal to bike, and vehicle is equal to plane. If you have selected all these, if you are selected only bike, then you can see what will happen. Vehicle is okay. You can see we have selected only bike, and if we click on the submit button, then what will happen? It will show vehicle is equal to bike. Okay. All of you understood this one? Hello. Hello. All of you understood this one? Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. We will stop here. If you have doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can leave meeting. Thank you, all of you. We will continue the same topic in the next lecture. Thank you.